Here's the situation of the whole thing of things.
Okay, I'm listening.
Black culture, gay culture, stoner culture, music culture, and everything in between. Welcome to All About Lumberjack Tea, where I discuss a weekly topic per month, dealing with the intricacies of black culture, the importance of gay/SGL culture, the elusiveness of stoner culture, and the wholeness of music culture, as it pertains to me, Lumberjack Tea, chopping down hatred and the conspiracy. And you know boy.
I am the Renado Edwards, and I am unfuckwittable, also known as the.
Hey, this is Kaldwell Grant, fearless leader, okay cyclist, and you're listening to All About Lumberjack Tea with my main shit stain, Ray Gutterbutt.
See, this is why we can't have nice things. My name is Terrard, buddy. Now, this is almost 40. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, God is good. This self-esteem that I have, the world didn't give it to me, bitch. And it showed the fuck can't take it away, bitch. I could lose both my legs and one arm, bitch, and I would still be the finest bitch I know. But anyway, let me stop lying, because I ain't the finest bitch I know. Shout out to Jason Atwood. But anyway, bitch. But for real. Anyway, Kaldwell Grant, who is one of my best friends from school. AJ Shanks, another one of my good best friends. And Renado Edwards, he didn't graduate with me, but, you know, over the years, he's shown a lot of support in what I do. And I'm very thankful for that kind of allyship. Let me just give y'all the rundown. I want to make sure that there's context. Months ago, this past summer, 2023, I be online trolling like we all do because we are trolls. You know, that's the spiritual lineage that we all come from. We all come from the darkness first. Don't let nobody tell you different. That's some deep shit. That's what is called esoteric shit, hidden shit that has one layered meaning on the top, but several underneath. But I digress. I'm looking so good at this light. I can't even deny it. I made a comment to sort of humble people in the moment. I will use words, and it's not even so much towards them. When I use the word niece in a particular way, or nephew, whatever, but usually it's niece because I'm gay. First of all, I'm trying to bring it to light in that moment that there's going to be some cognitive dissonance that you're going to have to deal with me with in the moment. I don't know how else to say that except that way. I'm here to break barriers and to free people. It's not about a war for me. It's about allyship and tutorship, mentorship. The mentorship of humanity is what I'm on right now. So when I'm doing that, I'm bringing to light first off the fact that, I want to break you down. But secondly, I'm showing for myself how old my soul is. What I've connected to spiritually is ageless. It is timeless. It is outside of time. I'm not saying that I am immortal. I'm not saying that, but I am. But what I am saying is that's just the way in which I humble people in the moment. But what happens is, especially when you're dealing with black men, when you're dealing with their masculinity in the moment, they get triggered, they get attacked. In this world, blackness, especially black maleness, is something that we strive for. It is denigrated on a moment-by-moment basis, and sometimes it takes those kinds of moments, because mind you, like you'll see in this video, 9 out of 10 people allegedly, if black men, if they were called niece by a queer man, apparently, and that's the whole point. If they were called niece by a queer man, it would attack their masculinity. That ain't what I'm about. I am about breaking down and making even ground when it comes to gender definition, but I'm not here to dismantle you. I shouldn't be able to do that. I shouldn't be able to take you out of your space, regardless of whatever function you're in, regardless of how high you are, regardless of however drunk you are, how stressed you are. We need to know what we are. I know what I am. And if I call you a niece and you're a man, and that triggers you to such a degree that you question our friendship, then baby, there's the door. I didn't make that perfectly clear, and y'all will hear it in the TED talk that we're going to give. That's neither here nor there. From that instance on Facebook, because that's what happened. We were talking. Renado and I were talking on Facebook, and I felt threatened by his response. I unfollowed him. I just want to give you the context. I unfollowed him. He hit me up via message, and then I called him and we talked about it. There was a reason for that. I didn't really know him well at the time. Still kind of don't. But part of intersectionality is, on top of the fact that you have to actually get to know people on a subjective level, you actually have to find common ground within the language that you use. So yeah, that's kind of what we were on. And from there, I decided to make that specific instance, that specific situation, a podcast. I named it Fass Times at Millwood High, sort of as an allusion to the movie Fast Times. I named it Fass Times, Fass apostrophe. Because I'm gay and because I like to always bring to light and put on a pedestal the sugariness of it all. It's important to me for people to know that it's okay. It's important for people to know that being outwardly masculine presenting, I guess, but still expressing yourself in an effeminate way is all right. You don't have to be that, but that's what I am. That's what I've always been, and that's what I'm gonna be. Just because I'm a fine ass nigga don't mean I can't be a fine ass bitch. Okay. But anyway, I named it Fast Times at Millwood High because, it's about gay shit. And also because I like the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's an allusion to my millennial culturalness. So I just wanted to make it cute. It ain't that deep though. Shout out to the homie Dee. She hit me up and she was like, "This is fucking brilliant." And I hope y'all like it. I will make a disclaimer though. Well, let me say this before I make I'll make the disclaimer first. A lot of the footage, because of connection issues, was just not there, and I apologize for that. I had to remove about 30 to 40 minutes of footage because Renado was drunk on champagne, wandering around the east side, and couldn't get a good Wi-Fi or 5G connection, child. Okay, and so I had to remove a little bit of his content. I guess where Kaldwell was and where I was, we just didn't make a good connection, so a lot of that content was misplaced. But here's the thing. First of all, I really do think that there will be a part 2 to this where we will be more localized and actually have a forum that will respect all of our times and all of our network connectivity issues. I hope that this is something that we can all engage in again, because I'm sure that the people that will watch this, they will agree with a lot of the things that Alfred says, a lot of the things that Kaldwell was able to say, a lot of the things that Renado was able to say, and a lot of the things that I was able to say. And you don't have to be queer or straight or same gender attracted to agree with any of the things. But one thing I will say is that intersectionality is exactly what you will see in this. You will see a lot of anger. You will see a lot of confusion. You will see a lot of honesty. You will see a lot of deflection via humor, which is what niggas do. You will see a lot of that. But regardless of all of that, those men met me in a place where I felt comfortable expressing who I am. I felt obligated, and that's okay. I felt obligated to make sure that my voice was being heard. Shout out to AJ for asking all the questions. It was basically his show. I don't mean no harm. It was basically his show. That nigga is really good for taking over your shit. Kaldwell as a nihilist, and if y'all don't know what that is, you will find out. Everything carries with a certain kind of entropy. And so the only thing that we can really rely on is that things will decay and end. And that probably means consciousness too, from the nihilist point of view. By the way, I don't know how you can be black and be a nihilist. But anyway, that's just my thing. That's just my thing. That's just my thing. Some people, from my point of view, that's one of them prerequisites that'll have you coming back to this motherfucker. Shout out to reincarnation. But anyway, I love you, Caldwell. Renado, bless your heart. it was just good times. It was just good times. Renado is a grown ass man. He is a very honorable man. All of these men are honorable to me. They and I'm gonna say this because I think what I'll do is I'm going to put a lot of the footage from our 20 reunion that I was able to get on this. But one of the things that I appreciate about these men is that they made time for me. They showed up, and they were vulnerable. They planned their plan, and they adjusted things as they came. And I'm really thankful for that because I'll be the first one to admit, and you know who you are, and if you don't, you're probably one of them. But one of the reasons why I don't really have the most fond memories of my time in Millwood was because of the cliquism, was because of the hierarchy of importance for certain people. Just because I hang out with you doesn't mean I don't want to collaborate or contribute, but sometimes I don't get that in return. So shout out to these men who showed up for me, who helped me, gave me their truth, and who gave me something to give to y'all. Specifically, y'all, the ones who I asked footage from, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I wanted to add some footage from the reunion. I mean, like, just some footage from some of my classmates into this, but I wasn't able to get any of that footage. We're all busy. We all have lives. You know, some of us are really good at posting everything that they do on Facebook, but I ain't going to go there. But can't find time to send me a 10-second video with their name and their class, you know, and why they appreciate being a Falcon, or just, you know, just some good shit. But anyway, I digress. We do what we can, but some people do what they won't. Y'all was shady. I don't care. And I meant it. I meant every single word. And you know who you are. And don't act like you didn't know that because I've been asking it on the Facebook group. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to give you too much.
I'm mad, but you know who you are.
I'm trying to figure out what song I want to do. I'm going to do one from the EP. The song that I want to do, I've done the Goosey. Damn, it's going to take a minute. Hold on. I'll give me some minute. Hit the Jeopardy music, bitch. Yeah, let's do Narc Cure 101. There's a lot of narcissistic tendencies in this video, so even if I haven't played it, I'm going to play it for this podcast. Anyway, you're listening to and watching, hopefully, All About Lumberjack Tea. It's time to get to work. Niggas starting to show up at the job, so it's time for me to get my shit together. But anyway, you're listening to All About Lumberjack Tea. The name of this episode is Fass Times at Millwood High, a forum on intersectionality. We'll be back.
And now, Narc Cure 101 from How to Become a Black Gay Superhero. Streaming now on iTunes and everywhere else. Listen to my damn EP. That's what he said.
Narcissism. The art of believing you're the best thing since sliced bread. While everyone else just rolls their eyes and secretly wishes they were somewhere else.
I fell in love with my own red flags, incarnated in a man. He was so fine and so fly, I thought he was mine, but I never ever had a chance. He said, I'm full of a higher love that won't ever leave you wanting. In exchange, give me all of you. I'm taking advantage of a great compassion for you. It's the least I could do for you. 'Cause I don't want nobody but you, baby. That's what he said to me. And you can't handle it, and that's why you do the things you do, baby. That's what he said to me, and I chose to believe. I don't want nobody but you. That's what he said to me. And you can't handle it, I elevate myself about that spot. And I say, I'm full of a higher love that won't ever leave me wanting. And I don't need a thing from you. No, you can't give me anything I don't give up to you. Who you think that you're talking to? But he said, I'll save you from yourself. I'll save you from your desires. Oh, baby. I'll save you from your red flags. So you can be what I need you to be. Lover for me. Are you serious? That's what he said to me. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Nobody but you. I wanna know about you. Nobody but you, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. I don't want nobody like you. 'Cause I'm that lumberjack, and that's why I'm giving you the boot. I don't want nobody like you. See, I can handle it, and that's why I'm giving you the boot, baby. Period.
Hey, this is your girl Quincy Thomas, and you are listening to All About Lumberjack Tea on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Here's the situation of the whole thing of things, okay? Renado and I he was offended externally. On the outside, it seemed as if he was offended because I referred to him with the wrong noun or word in relation to his gender, or like him being a man, and me being a queer person, and because we be saying shit all the time, and you know, just because it's there's a comedy factor involved, but ultimately, when it's all said and done, I said something along the lines of, well, you know, that's why you mad, niece, or something like that kind of thing. And here's my thing: be mad, be offended, be put off, and enforce the boundary of you being called whatever you want to be called. Okay. But know why. Okay. Don't just stop at offense. Don't just stop at being offended and reinforcing the boundary. Know why. Know why. And so it turned into a conversation where he was like, well, we should, and it was his idea. This is what's killing me. See, and this is, and again, but it's all about boundaries and what you can control. Because the fact of the matter is, this was not just my idea, Alfred. This was not just my idea. This was his idea.
Wait. We got you refer to me as Alfred. That is my government name. So
I mean, whatever. My name is Hosea Robinson. You already know what it is. No, but don't do that.
Right,
you
but since I'm still, but hold on though, time out, because I still got about a couple of weeks with the U.S. military. So let's refer to me. Also, disclaimer. Everything that I say is jokes.
Here we go.
Bro, listen, I got to put that disclaimer out there. My name is Alfred Shanks. I go by a few nicknames: Big Al, Fat Snake, AJ, whatever you want to say. But for these purposes, or this recording purposes, I just want the world to know I love the LGBTQ community. I love everything about them. I'm what most would call ally. So yeah, so if you see me on any campaign politically political ballots in the next 5, 10 years, just know
I'm not.
that I love y'all, bro, and I stand strong. So back to
Period.
so you called him a niece though.
Mm-hmm.
That why? What is a niece?
Okay.
Tell me what that is.
Before we do that, let me just do what I do for this. What up, y'all? This is Terrard Robinson. You are listening and watching All About Lumberjack Tea, where weekly I discuss topics pertaining to Black culture, gay culture, stoner culture, and music culture. This is a conversation about interconnectivity and intersectionality between different types of Black men, because I feel like we need to have this conversation as a racial consciousness, like as a racial identity. We need to be able to have that conversation. And real quick, Caldwell said he's coming. He's on his way though. He had a really long ride, so he's on his way. He already messaged me.
He can tune in. Hey, I'm ready for a party.
I want to say something but the thing is though, and here's the thing, and I have like I messaged one of my guests, and I'm not really sure if I should include this in the show, but I think it's important. I think that it is important to be as transparent about what's going on as possible.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, I planned a specific group of guests, and through things that I cannot control, how I choose to interpret a person's presence is up to me. But I'm not anchored into the not anchored into the notion of trying to control people and what they do. I just would have hoped that this was as important as going out to the corral or to the places or to the things. So anyway,
it's Sunday too, so they're gonna have to.
And it is what it is. But in any case, I want to go back to. You asked me why I called him niece. Okay, so number one, in the context of the conversation on Facebook, it was a scenario where I can't recall the but I think it was just me responding to somebody's post, and I have a difference of opinion. I'm one of those people that I'm not trying to start a conversation or create the dialogue of dialogues. I'm just trying. I only respond when I know I am right, and I know that sounds. I know that sound well, and that's the thing. I know that sounds really. It may sound really egoic. Oh shit. Okay. Hold on.
Coming.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My shit fucked up a little bit. Anyways.
Hey folks, quick heads up. We've got some audio hiccups for the next few minutes with one of our guests, so hang tight. It'll clear up soon. Thanks for understanding.
What was I talking about? I'm sorry. I forgot.
Man, you talking about why you called my man a niece, bro. What is a niece? What is a niece? If you say Shanks
what is a nephew? See, that's what I'm saying. This isn't hard to understand.
It's very hard. It's very, very. Okay, listen. What is a refrigerator? A refrigerator is icebox refrigerator. It's shit upstairs on my floor upstairs. I put some food in to keep it warm. Keep it cold. And keep it in one side cold, one side maybe a freezer. And that's right. That's a refrigerator, right? Mm-hmm. So since birth, I've been taught this is a refrigerator. Okay. When I first started learning my family members, okay, this is your niece or he's your niece. This is your uncle. This is whatever, right? So why couldn't you have called him something else that was originated or just new? Okay, just call him something call him a female, sir, or just something different than a niece, because a niece is normally a what? A female.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
That is where we stop at any other thing, because it's like you calling me a girl. I just wanted to know, is a niece a person that's straight, that's secretly
and that is exactly what was the issue. See, that's the whole issue at present. The whole purpose, I believe, of this conversation is to make sure that we understand what kind of energy words carry. And in order for a person to be offended by anything, you got to have within you already a definition of what something means. So we already know, for example, that a niece is something that is obviously female or feminine. And then there's a nephew that is something that is obviously male and masculine.
So why switch those?
Okay. Oh, shit, I just broke my chair.
Damn. Do that shit.
Talking about 600 pounds. I don't weigh but 300. Anyway, that's a boo. But I digress.
Like that Dollar Tree ass shirt.
It's a motherfucker. This is Coleman. This is Coleman Deluxe. Anyway,
She got the heavy duty joint. Go ahead. So
there is a documentary called Paris is Burning. It's about 30 years old, and it details the lives of Black and Brown LGBTQ youth in New York during the late 80s, early 90s. If you are familiar with the show Pose, then you will know who these people are. I would suggest you watch it because I think that kind of content is going to really alleviate a lot of these questions. There is a scene in that documentary.
And now the legendary Dorian Corey.
Shade comes from reading. Reading came first. Reading is the real art form of insult. You get in a smart crack and everyone laughs and kikis because you found a flaw and exaggerated it, then you've got a good read going. They may call you a faggot or a drag queen. You find something to call them. But then when you are all of the same thing, then you have to go to the fine point. In other words, if I'm a black queen and you're a black queen, we can't call each other black queens because we're both black queens. That's not a read, that's just a fact. So then we talk about your ridiculous shape, saggy face, your tacky clothes. Then reading became a developed form where it became shade. Shade is, I don't tell you you're ugly, but I don't have to tell you because you know you're ugly. And that's shade.
You got the creativity to change shit up.
Right.
Up is now down and cold is now hot.
Well, here's the thing. That shouldn't be so hard to grasp because we as Black people do that all the time with language. See, we have to make sure that we understand the difference between how we define ourselves as far as gender and how we define ourselves orientationally. Because people like me have the opportunity to intersect in the moment those different things.
Change shit up. Okay, so if you at my house right now, right, and I keep my shit cold, I keep my shit like 68. Power baby high as shit, right? So if you say, "Hey, Brody, I'm cold," and instead of me throwing you a blanket, like I go cut the earth down even more. Some people say up, some people say down, whatever. But I go make it colder in my house. Where are we? That's just unnecessary confusion.
Well, the confusion comes. The confusion only comes with a lack of relationship, and that was my whole point with Renado. Because
I can see that.
Because at the end of the day, the point that I was going to make is that there's a scene in the documentary where one of the trans individuals or somebody in drag, I'm not sure what they were in that scene, but the whole scene is sort of talking about how if we are playing the dozens or if we would just sort of like jabbing, like we used to do in school, talking shit.
Right.
If we're just doing that, and I call you a motherfucking bitch, and you call me, and there is jest involved. And what I'm saying is, it's not to the point where we're trying to like hurt each other. It's just us being funny.
Pause. Give me 10 seconds. Can you briefly describe the letters for my understanding and for my people's understanding too? Yeah. L's lesbian.
For my people's understanding, boy. Anyway,
L is just cut and dry, right? L is
lesbian.
Okay, boom. Two girls, that's girl on girl, girl like a girl, right? G.
Gay.
Okay, gay. That's just, could they be a boy that's gay and a girl gay?
Okay, so here's the...
There my man go. That's my dog.
Here's the thing. Okay.
Wagwan.
Fine. Introducing Renado Edwards of the Midwestern Edwards clan.
Amen.
Real quick, so let me just give it real quick. L is lesbian, G is gay, B is bisexual, T is trans, Q is queer. So that's involves
that's the one that confuses me. Queer confuses me.
And we'll get into that. I just want to say them real quick. Intersex, that has more to do with physiology. So there's
that far. We're not, that's a whole nother episode. We can't do that.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to continue because they need to be represented. There are 7 specific.
We just want to talk about things, maybe hell.
Well, here's the thing. What we're not going to do is start making plans when you late to the ball.
Oh.
The last one is asexual, which is an A. And that is... I can't hear you no more.
You got Metro PTS?
Yeah, he got that Mint Mobile.
Go to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, go back. Go get their password. Go get the Wi-Fi password.
Password, then tap back in. We'll come here. That nigga talking on him. He got a biscuit.
Anyway, well, we'll figure it out. You know, there has to be a Kramer in every situation. Okay, so anyway, there are different ways, and there is a spectrum between what is defined as gender and what is defined as orientation. Gender is something that is defined to you normally before you are able to assign that for yourself. So that's why a lot of this language is that's why a lot of this language is created, so that people can have sort of like an armory.
Yards. That nigga cut grass. That nigga cut grass. That's a nigga that cut grass.
I was actually eating. I'm a little wasted now. So listen here. Listen.
I want to give him some lemonade so bad at $20.
I'm a little lit. I'm off about a half a bottle of champagne. So don't, you know what I'm saying? So take it easy on me, man. Live from the east side, Oklahoma City. My name is Renado Edwards Jr., second of his name. House of Dragons. I'm from Oklahoma City. I'm in the aviation field. I've been knowing these two gentlemen for a while. I guess we met at Millwood, maybe middle school, high school, somewhere along the way, but possibly elementary. Right. United States veteran.
What do you identify as?
What's today?
Today's Sunday.
You know what? I'm feeling fluid today. No, I'm just playing. I am a cis hetero. Am I getting it right? Yeah.
Come on and make it plain.
Yeah. I'm a cis hetero. You know what I mean? East side.
This is Sunday though. Wait a minute. Sunday, August 13th. So I just want to make sure we note that.
You identify as an East Side.
and whatever that entails and encompasses.
Bobo's patron. Oh, I'm here for it.
Listen.
I'm here for it.
Hey, listen. I don't really do the Bobo's chicken too much, but that Bobo's fish.
Do we put honey on that?
I slapped somebody's mama about that Bobo's fish.
They can put honey on everything. I had a drink with some honey in it. I said, damn, nigga, I didn't want the drink with the honey in
it.
Mix honey with honey. When you came in, brother, we were just talking about the sort of the impetus that started this whole...
I don't know what impetus means.
What? Y'all need to stop.
Listen here, Jose. Can I call you that?
Because you fried his brain.
Can I call you Jose? I don't know if they know you by that.
You can call me whatever, but I think what you need to do, brother, if you can, is be still
and know that I am God.
I just told you I'm wasted.
Oh my Jesus!
When the last time you seen the? When the last time you seen a?
Oh my God!
That nigga moving around. Hey, go. Just go to the Wi-Fi, bro. Go to the Wi-Fi.
Niggas, boy. I got a couple of dollars. I don't need no Wi-Fi.
Just go to where. Listen, go to where you was 40 seconds ago, because you was clear, bro.
Because you was clear as a bell.
Okay. I'm gonna go back over here. Let me know when the bell come back.
Just to continue, what happens is when we use slang language, the more we use it, the more. It's this like freeze up and fast forward that's happening over there on the east side.
Please edit that nigga out when you can.
My fault.
Oh, what's up, bro? We got a new patron.
Hi, friend. How are you, buddy?
I am well. How the hell are you?
Good.
I'm all right.
Renado just outside.
Yeah, he's on the east side.
Alfred Shanks.
You coming live from the east side? Yeah, we're gonna go over to Renado Edwards. Are you there, sir?
Yeah. He's just not. We seem to have some technical difficulties.
There's always a delay.
All right, listen. Off of East Side Pizza.
I just came from the east side too.
That nigga need to go
Like,
home,
was
cuz.
just
They
over
only
there.
give us. They don't even give us 4G over there.
Man,
Who don't? I'm on 4G right LTE.
Pope's, go somewhere safe, bro. Go to a safe place, bro.
Hey, the earth is my turf, man.
Go to the library, bro.
If I can pray there, I can stay
Caldwell,
there.
real
Everywhere's
quick,
safe
while
to be.
while I have you on a good connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
I think the way that the podcast will be aired is this one will be aired first before yours that we did.
okay.
So introduce yourself.
Caldwell Grant, fearless leader, photographer,
that is
cyclist,
Caldwell.
marginally all right chef, person who has a cat swinging a tail in their face currently. Yeah, I mean that's it. You know what I'm saying? I take
pretty
pictures of my bike and hang out with my kids when I'm not doing that.
Or everybody came together. We were sort of just discussing what the beginnings of this whole thing was about. That's what impetus means, Renado. Impetus means beginning. Okay.
Man, you
So,
better
That nigga can't hear, bro. That nigga talking to you from a...
Don't.
That nigga talking to us
It's
from a
gonna
hash
be
brown,
fucked up
bro.
on Champagne on a Sunday on the east side.
I'm
Hold on.
not mad at that, honestly.
You may
I'm
be hearing
saying,
us now.
if you
Can
say
you
that
hear
out
us?
loud and that don't sound lit, there's
With
something
these
wrong
Route
with you.
66 sunglasses on, like y'all not gonna bother me.
Bro.
Okay.
These are my
I
favorite
mean,
shades.
So anyway,
Tell that
Did I
nigga to call
say
us,
it
bro.
right? I'm gonna be saying that all
That
week.
nigga
I'm
Oh,
gonna say
shit.
it every
nerve,
day.
man.
Every
Hold on, let
day.
me text
I'm
him.
gonna say.
Hold on, G. Hold on, let me text him real quick. Hold
Man,
on. You can't
Renato, you ain't got no Wi-Fi where you at?
I'm outside. Look, I'm in.
They ain't got no brunch
quiet.
Wi-Fi?
Well, it's too loud. Listen, it's too loud in there. Call us when you got service. So I'm okay. Listen, I'm gonna make this work right here. I'm gonna go. Go ahead,
I'm
y'all. Go
very
ahead, do
honored
y'all
and
thing. I'm gonna
privileged
make
to
it
have you
work.
guys here. I just want to say this is sort of like a little mini reunion for me in a lot of different ways.
Appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be on here, man. Glad you invited us. But this
Gonna get
is
loud.
always one.
It really is.
You can edit all this too, right? Can you?
No, this
Yes.
is going in. This is all going in.
I mean,
That shit
there's
can
going
go,
to be
bro.
some comedy. It's going to be TGIF. You know what I'm saying? We're going
Shit,
to
some
get
gold, bro. This nigga. All right, so you said your name was Grant.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you identify as? Or
A
sexual
bike.
orientation and all? Bike?
Yeah.
This nigga that went
I identify as a
sideways.
bicycle.
Did he say a bike?
Okay. With two wheels, unicycle,
So
Y'all are
bicycle.
some assholes. And that's all I got to
Yep.
say about that.
That's legitimately like all I am a person that is of like one singular focus, and that thing is just being good at that. So that's
Okay.
all I do. Yeah, I did 93 miles this morning.
Oh, damn.
You
Yeah,
You went,
like
you went to Tulsa this morning?
I was just about to say that.
no, I did 93 miles and never left the city.
Pretty much. I'm fucking serious about it.
I'm going like that's a thing I do anyway. I normally do about 150 miles a week, and I was short on my mileage this week, so that's why I did a giant ride today. Normally I wouldn't do that, but
You got
I
your
had
cycles
mileage.
in.
That's deep.
That is very deep.
Stalking Kaldwell, right? To see what he be having.
So we were still trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? We were still trying to get to the basics on the last couple letters. Remember? We had the queer.
Okay. Queer, that is something that I feel like is a little bit more philosophical. So what ends up happening with these letters, well, I just remember how all of y'all looked back in the day and all y'all look like somebody's uncle. We all look like somebody's,
I am like somebody's uncle. What the fuck are you talking about?
Somebody's father or somebody's
Oh, my man.
Anyway,
Why we y'all look
Renado, I think you're pretty good for what it's worth, man. I'm not really sure how well your responses will pick up on here, but it seems to be pretty good.
Just pause for a second, Renado. Just hold up, okay? Hold up. Let us get this foundation started, and then you come in. Can you hear us? Can you hear that? So he just said that he can hear us, but we just can't hear him. So listen, I'm talking about Iraqi freedom broken. Okay, so you need to just hold on real quick.
Yeah, it's giving Operation Desert Storm.
Yeah, just hold on real quick, Junebug. Grant, introduce yourself. Grant, that's my homie Junebug. Me and him fought a couple wars together. He got one of his legs blown off, but he cool now.
He's good.
You're right. I'm Big Al. I'm a retired veteran. I've been going to school with those cats. I went to school with those cats. You know, we all graduated together. Got a big 20-year reunion coming out. Got to put that plug in there. And then
you didn't have to, but thanks anyway.
And then we are just honored to be here. So back to the last two letters, bro. The G, queer. What's a queer? Go.
That's a Q, and queer has more to do with. It has less to do with in the moment identifying yourself by your orientation, and more to do with a certain kind of fluidity of status. So basically, right? I'm gonna say I'll say this: queer people, most black men that I know that use that word generally use the word queer when they don't want to be identified as gay.
So you're queer, correct?
No. I'm something completely different.
Okay, what are you?
I refer to myself as same gender attracted or same gender loving, which is completely different. It's completely different.
Gay? That's not gay?
I would say it is related. It would be related to gay as far as like the umbrella of what it means to be gay.
It's a cousin of gay.
But it is not. It is not majority culture gay. No.
Gotcha. So
it's less political and more to do to do with what it means to be black or other.
So
a black
Grant,
man
are you straight?
The term.
Grant, are you straight? I'm a straight male. Okay, so Grant straight. Okay, and then lumberjack is gay sometimes during the week, queer on weekends.
Let's just for all intents and purposes, let's just say gay. I don't want to confuse things, but for right now, let's just say gay.
Gay. Sure. So back to that niece thing. When you call a straight man a niece, I can't speak for Junebug, but I can speak for myself because you've called me a niece before, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't really find too much offense to it because I'm just thinking to myself there's something new that's coming out.
Why?
Go ahead.
Why don't you find offense to it?
Because it's coming from you.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like
that's exactly my point. What does that mean?
So for me, for all transparency, right? I will say something, post something, and do something on social media to get a rise out of somebody. I'm known for that. I will go both sides. I'll be a Trump supporter on Monday, and I'll be a Biden supporter on Tuesday, just because I'm bored at my house and I ain't got nothing to do, so I do that, right? So when you call me a niece, I didn't really look too much into it, because it's just like that's a new term. But I just want you to understand, you're gonna always get that. Get that energy from it because we don't consider ourselves nieces, and we didn't learn it like that. We never will get on board with that. So I just recommend you come up, you go back to your committee and just come up with another word that can mean the same thing, but not niece.
And this is where the conversation gets good because unfortunately, what will never happen
is my mic high.
Is me feeling. Is me well, it's a compromise of me respecting your boundary, and it's a compromise of us making sure that we stay in the moment within the conversation. Because when we talk about being okay with something in a specific situation, when you're bored at home and trying to get a rise out of people, you are not identifying as any particular thing other than a jokester and a trickster in that moment. But when I am in that same moment trying to bring something to your attention that may cause a different kind of discourse that will cause you to think or may question your reality in the moment, what I will do when I feel the most comfortable with you is I will use language or I will use terms in a way that will sort of create that breakthrough cognitive dissonance. So what ends up happening is you will experience frustration, you will experience confusion, you will experience offense, and that's your business. But as you said before, you know me, and the point of me using any particular language isn't to so much offend,
harm somebody,
harm anyone. But it is to help you understand that every single construct that you just said out of your mouth, every construct that you've learned and that you base your soul identity on, they can easily be I don't want to say mishandled, but they can easily be manipulated in a way to help create. Yeah, now he's about to drop a bomb. Let me just say this. There is a moment in that scene where if I call you a punk bitch and you call me a punk bitch, then after a while, the warfare and the confusion of that language goes away. That's really what gay to queer really means. It's about looking at it from less of a lens of something political and more through the lens of something that is
so let me ask you this.
Philosophical.
So let me ask you this. From a brother to brother or brother to sister, whatever you want to say, right? Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's smart and genius to be confusing some shit that's already confusing to most people? It's like you putting fire on fire, man. Like, let's just kind of let some shit burn out a little bit, and then I get what you're saying. You want us to think, right? We're already thinking. We're already trying to figure out what's going on, right? And so just when we feel like we're figuring out what's going on and what the community needs and wants, right? Y'all want us to go deeper into our brains that are already consumed with the worldly, just life issues, grocery side gas, baby mama issues. And then y'all like, no.
You niece. Let me just stop you right there, if I may. I don't think that my calling you niece is going to affect you on a level that keeps you from buying your groceries or paying your bills.
It's going to start some shit, though. That's what it's going to do.
It doesn't have to. And this is what I mean. If it causes you that much offense, and that's the whole point of the discourse on my end, if it causes you that much offense that you are not able to ask yourself specific questions, if you're not able to create a discourse within yourself, if it causes you that much offense, then the only thing that I would recommend you do is cease interacting with me. What ends up happening is that I experience the cognitive dissonance with you. I experience the notion that I know what I am seen as, I know what I identify as, I know what I have the ability and liberty to be seen and identify as. But if you calling me a cocksucker offends me, right?
I'm not changing a word I'm not changing the origination of the word cocksucker. That's been what it is for the last.
But cocksuckers are feminine, correct? Cocksuckers are feminine, correct?
No, it's not. No. I didn't call men cocksuckers, old people I didn't call everybody cocksuckers. So what I'm saying is y'all change the rules, bro. Y'all change the rules monthly. Y'all change the rules.
I don't change anything. I'm just simply saying that if at the end of the day, if me calling you niece causes you this much offense, then the only thing I can do is refer you to ceasing a relationship.
I'm not going to do that. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to say, hey, where did you get that word from? Where did they come from?
Well, first of all, this is what I need you to get, AJ. The word niece isn't new. What I hear you saying and what you're meaning are two different things, because the word niece isn't new, but the way in which I'm using it is apparently new. Right?
Right. So you get what I'm saying. So how old is the word that you're using? How old is that niece? Because I can say fly is two things. Fly is up in the air, and then fly could be like the hat is fly, right? The word fly is probably decades old, okay? I'm asking you, when did you start using niece in the style that you're using it when you call me and my bro a niece? How old is that?
I'll say it like this. That is probably around the time that I realized that language was being used to marginalize people. So let me say it a different way. Probably around the time that I came out, which was maybe 15 or 16 years or so ago.
I ain't never heard you say niece until about a year ago, maybe like within the past year.
And that's my point. My whole point is that if that is something that you do not know about me, then it says something about our relationship. It says something about the quality of it. I would say so. I think that anybody around me who calls themselves my friend, and when I get faggy, and when I allow myself to express myself, because this is what we're talking about. What we're really talking about is the fact that the person that you're interacting with or have been interacting with or know of is someone who has, for all intents and purposes, expressed himself in a very hyper-masculine way. And what I am as a gay, queer man is someone that has the ability to use that language and not be offended. A person that is able to be around people who experience intersexedness on a physiological level, for example, people who are born with
let me finish. People who are born with specific chromosomal differences and things of that nature. People who have had to build those kinds of things into their lifestyle. I have had the pleasure of being around those people who understand that those words, when they are used interchangeably, show
So why
how
not call them
inert they
niece?
are.
So why not call them niece and leave us alone?
And that's it. If that's what it takes for you to be comfortable with not being called niece, then I can do that. But I'm not gonna stop calling people that I feel comfortable calling that around them that.
I have been following you on social media for probably a decade. Decade. I have been trolling you for probably 2 or 3 years. Okay,
30 years.
I ain't been trolling. I have been trolling you for a while.
25 years.
I see your posts. We interact. I've inboxed you. We've talked, right? Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying from a friend to friend is that the niece publicly the niece name calling publicly is new to us.
But check this out. Somebody, like, if your homeboy is like, "What's up, my nigga?" You not gonna be offended by that. But, like, are you a nigga?
Yeah. But this is the point though, Caldwell, and this is what I'm really trying to get to. The bastardization and demonization of of the female in our culture, in Western culture, but especially in Black culture, is what we're talking about. Black men have been broken down to such a degree that even being referred in anyway. Baby, let me tell you something. For example, me being able to call you baby in the moment, that is the same as me saying niece in the moment. And that is the difference. The difference is that when I lean on an intuitive level into our relationship and I'm able to express myself fully, that doesn't offend you.
Can you call me big baby? Can you be, what's up, big baby? Can you say something like that?
The thing is, and here's the thing. All I want you to see, brother, is that
nigga said baby.
It's the fat snake for me. But what I'm getting at though is that words, nothing that I say
should matter.
Nothing that I say to you as my friend does not matter, because you do matter to me, brother. But nothing that I say to you should offend you so deeply to the core that it causes this kind of derision to where you're questioning whether I see you as fully male or not. Because I obviously do. You're obviously
I have personally never came at you about calling me. I just look past it because it's just another thing.
Let's stop. So I know that you've never had, and I'm not saying that you have. And I want to make it perfectly clear. You have never done that.
Because I just want to know what it means.
But what you're doing now.
Now you're in a new location.
Oh wow! And if do you have some?
He's in Saddam's bunker.
From an undisclosed location.
I love how he done went back in the past.
It's a bunk bed. I'm in my little brother's room. I had to drive all the way to my daddy's house.
Hey, we can hear you, bro. You good.
2 thumbs up. Way up.
All right. So they trying to.
He said it's a bunk bed.
So I've been fighting your battle for about the past 20 minutes about the word niece. So
and I want to make
okay. So listen. My thing
this is so great.
I know y'all already did y'all thing, but my thing is this. I don't have an issue with anybody saying, "Oh, you niece." At the end of the day, what was the reasoning behind? Because I feel like, and this is not
that's totally valid. That's valid as fuck.
This is not to stroke your ego or anything like that. I listened to you talk. I've been very clear about how I feel about what you. Well, I don't know what that is, but I don't know.
Stroking my ego.
I'm extremely. I don't do no. You gotta relax, bro. Wow.
I said, whoa.
So what I'm getting at is,
I'm sorry.
I think you are extremely aware. You are hyper aware of how that would have been received, right?
I don't starting shit. Stirring the pot.
I don't think.
Hey man, are you drinking?
I mean, it's not 7-Up. The fuck. But anyway,
shout out
to my Julio.
Hey, shout out to Don Julio because I drink it and they pay me for it. But anyway, I said all that to say, bro, I will never be a combative with whatever it is you have going on. All you gotta do is say, hey, this is what, because that's the respect that I have for you. But now I felt like you made a mockery of your motive. or what I believe your goal to be by maybe I'm using the wrong word, but antagonizing me. And maybe that's something that I need to work. Let me rephrase that. That's definitely something that I need to work on. But in
Let
the
me ask you
process of
something.
me working on that, I don't feel like if I would have came to you and said anything out of line, which I don't think to this point in your life
Never
or my
have.
life, I never have. I've never
Yeah.
have, and I would. There's nothing that you can do that would change that. But
You out of
I'm
pocket,
saying
bro.
that
He out of pocket for that neat
it
shit. I'm sorry.
for me, I understand, so I wasn't offended. But 9 out of the 10 people who, not even say people, 9 out of 10 black males, cisgender males who walk this earth would have been offended, horribly offended. So if you were ever attempting to reach them in some common ground, it'll never happen.
Never know shit
Here,
like that.
this is where I'm going to have to call a flag or whatever you straight guys do. This is
Man, listen,
because
you don't watch the football game. You're not gonna be too gay. You don't know what a flag is. You know what a flag is.
y'all would be really shocked.
flags.
Thank
You would be
you.
really shocked.
Listen,
Let me say this.
Y'all wave enough of them doing July or June or whatever.
Baby, see,
you know what a flag is.
and this is
I want to just I want to jump in here real quick.
okay.
Because I feel like I'm the odd man out on this panel.
Because you're a
Because
bicycle.
that too, but
you are.
no, because I'm a
Let him
nihilist.
talk. Let him talk, bro. Let my man.
Yeah.
Because I'm
He
a
got a good
nihilist.
5 minutes, bro. Give my man a good 5 minutes of silence, man. Go ahead, John.
None of this matters, right? At the end of the day, right? In the long run.
100%.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the sun is going to eventually expand to a point where it engulfs this planet. We're all hurtling headlong towards entropy. None of us are gonna make it out alive, right? We're looking at a heat death infinity splinter that's gonna happen at some point. But let me bring this right back. Like, let me narrow this down. Okay.
Anyway,
Bring
go
that
ahead.
shit back.
Let me
Because I was
narrow
ready to
this
die.
down.
I was about to start crying and shit. Like, what? I'm sorry.
Look, the reason why I get what Renato's saying, right? Like, you have to meet people where they are. And a lot of times in the black community, in the diaspora, black men, because of the media that we consume, the music that we listen to, we are portrayed. Yes,
What's
we
that?
are portrayed. It's like a group of expats. Think about it like that.
Okay. Group of expats.
Over hundreds
yeah.
of years, and
There
still
you
going
go.
on.
Okay.
So we're portrayed as hyper masculine, right? To the point where
Hypersexualized as fuck. Period.
right. To the point where
The fuck?
one, we can't even really express ourselves in an emotional way for fear of showing some type of weakness. All right. Two, we are conditioned to be hypersexual, or at least to think of ourselves in that way, right?
I got
Because we're
next.
portrayed that way so much. And because of that, we tend to take things in a sexual way, even when it's not meant that way, right? How many times have you been around a gay man and that motherfucker
Never.
says something and you like, that nigga's kind of sweet and I don't know what he got going on, but I'm not with it. That man is not thinking about your butt. Like, he does not care.
So I'm going intervene, and I'm gonna
Okay.
speak from my personal experience. Probably mostly comes from ignorance, right? But also there's a group. I don't know. I'm not going to try to say a big group, a small group, but there's a group, maybe 2 people, but whatever. A group of humans who, for example, myself. I'm gonna use myself as an example. Now, had I not had the reputation that I have, I guess reputation, which I don't really care about too much, could have been compromised because I interact with everybody. I don't care what you do in your free time. I interact with everybody. Now, these people have gone on to insinuate certain things, and we've seen it happen across the board in pop culture, where this presumed hetero male is accused of interacting with individual of the LGBT
The
community.
community.
Right.
Of the community.
I find your verbiage to be very telling because you said accused, right? To accuse someone of something is to
implicitly or explicitly state that whatever thing that they are doing is wrong, aberrant?
No.
Yes.
Not at all.
I would have
that's what
said
accusation
alleged.
means. That's what it means to accuse.
I would have said alleged,
No.
but that's me.
That just means that you're accused of doing something, right? It doesn't mean it's good, bad, or indifferent. Now,
no one accuses somebody of doing something good.
Right.
Well, they do. They actually do.
No, they allege that you did something good. They will accuse you of fucking up.
Okay. We get what he's saying.
So I'll take that.
He went to
I
Langston.
apologize.
He went to Langston, bro, so he got.
Let's not get. I'm not as well versed with the lingo as
it's just about moral implication. We have to make sure that when we're using language, everybody is proven innocent until they are proven guilty.
So you accuse me of being a niece. You accuse me of being a niece. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, I will work on the language, right? The language part. But I feel like we're all intelligent enough to understand what I'm trying to say.
I know what you were saying. Okay, I know what you were saying. I'm just being an ass.
Right. And let's not talk about asses in this conversation. So I said all that to say. So now, I'm telling you how I feel as a cis hetero male who
who's not with the niece thing.
So I don't even give a fuck about the niece thing.
What the cis shit mean?
And that's the thing.
I don't like that cis shit. What that shit means?
Renado, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute, AJ. But see, the thing is, Renado and I have already had this conversation. We've already brought this to bed. This particular forum, though, was to be about what language should be used to intersect these two things.
Right. So we're never gonna have the conversation if people are, that's triggering. So if you're going around, so even this, I even say this, because I'm a troll, right? So I made a post.
What warrants a trigger? What does it mean to be triggered?
If you
go, no. I'm not talking about the impetus. I'm talking about what does it mean to be triggered. If I say whatever, niece, to you, what does that do?
Look,
I'm like, why are you talking to me like that?
Call me all that other shit. You can call me a homegirl. You can call me sis. You can call me other shit. But that niece shit is new, and I ain't fucking with it. And I ain't fucking with it. I don't know what it means.
Niece is deep. Like, I'll be like,
is it deep, or do you not know what it means?
It don't matter, because you still haven't really explained to me what the fuck it means. I'm your homeboy.
The thing about, so my thing with lumberjack. I'm gonna say lumberjack.
First of all, that Don Julio is getting to you.
Oh God, he is. It's giving me ebb and flow. But I'm
rolling
with it.
What I'm getting at is you have to. You don't have to, but I would like for you to understand that.
Yeah, man.
You are doing. And I told you this. I went out of my way to tell you this. Hey, I like your platform. I like what you're doing. You don't have to understand, but I would like for you to understand that the path that you're on comes with bumps, bruises, knocks over the fucking head. Right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, and now this is me talking. Now y'all can fry me for this. You don't get to complain about it. Martin Luther King went to jail, 30 times? You don't get to complain about
29 times to be exact. That nigga went to jail for this shit.
Malcolm X got shot. These people who are on not the same journey, but a similar journey, and I'm assuming want a certain outcome from a certain group of people. Like, you got to understand that you are attempting to change a power structure.
100%. Right?
And you could die from that.
100%.
You don't get to complain about enough for this. And I'm willing to fight with you. But
so do it the right way.
You don't even respect me enough to say, hey, Renado Edwards, what do you identify as? I've never addressed you as anything but other than your name. With fear of offending you. I never want to offend you. Even when there was some static. Even when there was some static about the niece thing, I reached out to you. I wanted to let you know. I sat there on your live for an hour just so you know.
Let's be perfectly clear. Hold up. Because I don't.
Don't give me the Matumbo finger. Don't give me the Matumbo.
I don't know. But I'm assuming. Okay. There is absolutely no problem with me referring to you however you want to be referred to. Okay.
Yeah,
I want to make that perfectly clear.
Not niece.
But if in the moment, see, I think that Blackness is becoming whiteness in a particular way, as far as I'm concerned, in this regard. A person cares more about how they are offended. A person in the moment will care more about how a word will offend them than how the person on a systemic level is actually being offended.
This is coming from a queer. This is coming from a black queer guy.
This is coming.
Yeah.
This is coming from a black, fat, gay, queer, very effeminate.
I didn't say fat. Don't say
that. Fat too.
You all know me. Hold on, brother. So you all know me. So all I'm getting at is, if the language that I use affects you in such a way when I am being my most effectual self, if it offends you in that way, then number one, fuck me. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Check this out, though, y'all. The offense is a mirror, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
But
it
you're
either
being
is a
hypocrite. But I was not offended.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, Tony,
check the tape. Let's go back to Facebook. All I'm gonna say is that it's there, and if you want to see the,
if you want to see anything, that's cool.
If you want to see the linear trajectory of the conversation, it's there.
You've been a narcissist.
I'm not gonna even use the N word, right?
I had to throw it out there because they always use it on me, bro. Every woman uses it on me.
The new N word. All right,
you a narcissist.
Starting right here. Narcissist is the new. So check this out. So my issue with the whole thing was, right.
And I want to say something real quick. I'm not trying to proselytize shit. I'm not going out of my way to evangelize.
Words, you trying to disrespect
bro. Okay, so listen.
Hey, look, man, you are a motherfucking overseas contractor. I know you did some reading over there. Okay. God damn.
Listen, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. I am not out here trying to evangelize my way. When I hear you, Renado, use words like try to win people over, that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't give a fuck about you that much.
You think I'm trying to win people over? Hold on.
No, you said a moment ago you made an allusion to
he was
me
more offended by that than being called niece.
Well, I don't even like people.
So check this out. Let me hit y'all with something, right?
Let me just finish my thought real quick.
Finish your point.
At the end of the day, I don't have
Grant next. Anybody
I don't have
after
no
this,
desire to push no agenda. My agenda of what it means to be expressively queer has nothing to do with what you all are seeing in mainstream.
Can I add one thing in? I'll tell you the part that offended me, and I'll leave it at that, and I'll stop. And because I feel like the fearless leader has some really great. He got the bike hanging in the back. He gonna say some shit. But what I'm getting at is when you. So I felt like it was hypocritical. Like the part that actually offended me was, when you said something like, I'm not gonna quote you because I don't know exactly what you said. You with your military training, you're gonna. What makes you think I will resort to violence? I am one of the most nonviolent people that you'll ever. But hold on. But since you use the actions of people in a group that you attach me to, you think that I would do that. You
Which
automatically think that I would.
Brother, make no mistake. My ignorance is here for you to see.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like.
That nigga Jump street record like 12-1. That nigga can get down with violence.
My ignorance is here for you to display. I have no desire to not be my authentic self. I responded in that way because at the end of the day, I don't know you.
Right.
And
so for you not to know me, why would your brain automatically go to violence? If you've literally never seen me put my hands on a person in your life. You've literally never seen me attack a person in your life. You've literally never seen me resort to violence. But
because you got offended, and black men, when they get offended, and especially when you attack their masculinity, they get
they go to
that 9 out of 10. They go to that 9 out of 10 bullshit.
Your ass trolling and poking.
That's what triggered you.
For a total
we already
of
had
5
this conversation.
minutes.
We already had this conversation.
For 5 minutes, bro.
Caldwell, what you got to say? What you got to say? What you got to say?
So I'm gonna tackle these things. I'm gonna tackle these things in reverse order. Okay. I'm gonna start with what Renado just said. Right. You attached him to a group, right? And based on how that group moves, you made an assumption about him and his character. Now, you was wrong for that, right? Because like you just said, you don't know him. But Renado, you got to understand,
he met me with that. You met me with that.
No, wait. Let me explain to you why. Let me just put it to you like this, okay? If you see a bunch of people standing on the street corner wearing white sheets and pointy white hats, what are you gonna assume about those people?
Halloween. That is Halloween.
You a motherfucking lie.
That's Halloween.
That's a lie. You can't talk to everybody in any kind of way and expect a positive reaction, right? You have to meet people where they are.
I got next.
Right? You were saying that earlier, and I fully agree with that. You have to meet people where they are, right? Because otherwise you wind up with your message being rejected. Now, having said all of that, you also said, T, you walk in a path, you're going to take bumps, you're going to take bruises. Jesus was kicking the money changers out the temple, and people was like, who the fuck is this kid? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's
like
gambling. There's gonna be people who want to handle business in church, and you're gonna have to flip their tables over and whip them. Not everybody is going to like you. You're gonna run up on people every day who are like, I love you, don't call me niece. Period, point blank. I'm using this as an example, okay? I'm not saying that it's always gonna be this. There are gonna be people out there that you love, right? That will, for whatever reason, have a deep, deep hatred of you and your fullness, right? And the fact that you are working on healing yourself and progressing and growth and self-actualization, they're going to fucking hate you for that. And these will be people that you care deeply for. The only thing that you will be able to do about that is just accept it. Because like I said, at the end of the day, none of this matters anyway. You know, we're all worm food. So just, I mean, like, nihilism. I'm going to kick it over to Fat Snake. He's been waiting patiently. He got his pen up.
All right, real quick. Okay, so my best friend in the military is a chick named, I don't want to say her name, but she's a lesbian. And so about 15 years ago, bro, I've been in 20 years. 15 years ago, I used the word that I regret I used, but I said faggot. And I mean, she fucking lost it. Put me in my place. And from that day forward, I have never used that fucking word. Because she explained to me that that is a no-no. I didn't argue.
What's her demographic?
If I said faggot, that shouldn't offend you, or if that offended you, that's your problem. I never said none of that shit. I just listened and I said they don't want to, they as in the community does not like that word. That's all I need to hear.
What was her demographic? What was her demographic? I need to know that. What was her demographic? Can you discuss that? She was a black woman? Okay. That shocks me, actually.
All I know, bro, is that word will get you fucked up at work, and it will break friendships and all that shit. So I said, you know what? The word, the F word. You cannot say that at my job. You cannot say that in the military. Your ass is grass. Okay, you won't have
faggot all the time, brother.
You won't have no motherfucking job around me.
You don't have, AJ. As a matter of fact, you don't. I just want to say this. I have no problem with you calling me a faggot.
Say it.
I have no problem with you calling me a cock-sucking, faggot-ass motherfucker.
I'm not calling you,
But that's...
Yeah, bro, I'm not calling you, I'm not calling you that, bro. I'm not calling you that, bro. No. Listen. I'm not calling you that shit.
Here's my point. Shit, bro. It is not a requirement for you to call me that. I'm just simply saying, if you don't call me that, I understand why.
Here's what it is right here.
Because you don't identify. Hold on, real quick. I got to do something real quick. This has been about an hour, so let me do a real break. You guys are listening to All About Lumberjack Tea. I'm talking with the fellas. We talk about real deep shit about gay shit and black shit. We'll be right back.
The same old takeout? Craving something fresh, flavorful, and full of soul? Get ready for Iman's Kitchen and Sweets. Located in the heart of Oklahoma City, Iman's Kitchen and Sweets is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals that will satisfy any craving. From sizzling soul food to spicy international dishes, Iman's got the skills to make your taste buds dance with joy. We're talking chicken recipes, savory dishes, and her secret recipe sweets, which feature THC-infused versions that will have you coming back for more. Iman's Kitchen and Sweets. Soulfully delicious, feeding your soul.
We back. Hello, this is All About Lumberjack Tea. We talk about some gay shit and some black shit. Where were we at? Keep going.
Gang. Can y'all please stop saying cocksucking faggot just for the sake of my career? I don't want to be affiliated with no cocksucking.
What does your career have to do with a podcast that ain't but 3 niggas gonna listen to anyway?
I don't support that. Alfred Jerome Shanks, Master Sergeant Shanks, does not support cocksucking faggot. I never have and I never will.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't care. I ain't calling nobody that shit. I ain't calling nobody that shit. I'm just telling you what I don't support. I do not support. That shit gives me chills even saying it. Keep that shit on the bring that shit. Hey, fuck what y'all talking about, nigga.
I'm not gonna have a heart attack.
I got one question. I got one question for Lumberjack. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Oh, Jesus.
Are you a power bottom?
I'm like the Most High. I'm all things to all men. I come in peace. I come in peace.
I don't know what that means.
Take me to your leader.
You ever just grab a nigga? You ever just grab a nigga by his ass cheeks?
Yeah, the thing is, in jest, you asking questions that I can't answer for you.
Have you ever picked a nigga up? Hey, Lumberjack, have you ever picked a nigga up by his ass cheeks?
Next topic. I'm just saying, and my stomach is getting lower, so you see more. I'm just saying, there's more in store. Are we gonna talk about? I'm trying to attract my forever. You know what I'm saying?
Looking at niggas' butts.
See, I'm gonna tell you something.
Are you a booty warrior?
I know who Fleece Johnson is. He's one of the girls. I know who he is. What I'm getting at though is that there is.
He missed butt. Interview that nigga say he missed butt. That nigga said he still.
Okay, stop.
Booty is more important than water.
Are you leaving, Renado? Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate your input. And when it's all said and done, brother, there is nothing but love and respect here.
I throw a big word out too, man. Fuck y'all.
So yeah, I can't really apologize enough for the loss of footage. You know, it is what it is. But in this particular moment, I'm pretty sure that there were some jokes and things that were being said. You know, these again, I think I've made this perfectly clear. One of the things that we do as a cultural group when things are heavy and when things get uncomfortable is we deflect with humor. You know, it just gets exhausting after a while. This kinds of conversation gets exhausting, especially when the foundation of the relationship that we all share is one of respect. But one of the things that I do make mention of here, and it's really just about accountability, is that, you know, sometimes, well, check it out. You'll see what I mean. And I hate to be the one to dissect it. But this kind of thing right here, I think this is what keeps people like me from wanting to have real, honest conversation. Mind you, I know y'all. I know where y'all coming from, and I get that it can't always be this low. But when people have to hear these kinds of jokes and from people who are not gay, it makes it seem disingenuous. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. What do you say to that? Because the thing is, let me tell you something. It is the most important thing for me in this moment right now is to know that you all respect me.
We
to know,
do.
to know.
We on your
No,
fucking
no, 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 no.
podcast.
Listen. I want to make something perfectly clear. It's not that you haven't, but what I'm saying is that the more that I am able to show you all my more authentic self, there comes a risk where that offends you because it involves you.
Jose, I've been knowing you as gay since we was little, bro. You remember when I used to sell you pages from the motherfucking Dirty Magazine? You remember when I sold you pages from the Dirty Magazine?
Yeah, I was looking at the dicks.
I used to sell that nigga. Oh, God damn.
I was looking at the dicks. And the bodybuilding magazines that I got from Caldwell's ass, I was looking at the dicks. Well, they didn't have them because they was juicing. But my point was, I was looking at their physiques. Intersectionality.
I used to sell Jose sheets out of the
You are
Dirty
a
Magazine.
lying ass bitch.
For a quarter.
You lying.
For a quarter.
You lying, hoe. You lying.
I sold you a sheet out of Dirty Magazine for a quarter. On my kids, I used to sell it to you for a quarter.
Nigga, you didn't give me no. You gave me four. You get no. You stop lying. You did not give me pornography. And so in this moment, I'm sure Renado is trying to say something profound and ridiculous, but as we are about to find out in 3, 2, 1.
I was lying the whole time. I ain't never sold that nigga shit.
That's not true, and he's lying. He be making shit up.
Hold on.
He ain't never sold me shit. You're not.
Go.
He's
Hold
lying.
on, give me the flow.
So in this moment, as Renado is exiting the interview, he posits a question to me concerning how I've felt any desires or needs to acquiesce culturally, and here are some of my responses. Take a look. Take a listen. I mean, just listen, hell.
Well, I'd like to answer that. I feel like being a person.
That's why you
a person that who has always felt different in a world that has been majorly heteronormal. I've always had to acquiesce. I've always had to acquiesce to some form of hypersexualism, some form of some extreme. I think though that what Renado was like what he was saying earlier, his language was the language he was using was one as if I am out here trying to proselytize or preach or like try to gain people over to some sort of agenda or at least agenda of acceptance, because that's really what I'm trying to make a distinction between an agenda that seems to be something more sinister versus
we don't think it's sinister. No, we don't think it's sinister, bro. We think that you got a movement going on, and it's an important movement. That's just your lifestyle, so it's in a movement, and that's. So correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not a movement?
Is what a movement?
The LGBTQ community uproar and fight for equality and everything is almost as similar as back when we had the civil rights, right? Y'all want to be looked at as this and that and everything, right? And I speak for my boy when I say this because we've had long conversations, right? We're with
that. Do me a favor. Can you speak for yourself? I don't mean no harm, but what do you feel?
Oh, listen. Hey, perfect. Because I love to speak for myself. We with y'all, right? We are with y'all 100%. But let me tell you this example real quick. I'm about to get as serious as I ever got on this fucking podcast.
I hope so.
Okay? All right? So listen, I got a slight porn addiction, i.e. gangbangs, motherfucking muscle bitches, big buff bitches, picking up motherfuckers like how you do. Some shit that I'm really not fucking up, like I'm not really proud of it. I'm not gonna just be like, hey, check this out. To my homie to my left, to my homie to my right, okay? The point I'm trying to make is that I don't force that shit down nobody's fucking throat. I don't bring it up because I feel like that may be a little bit too much for them to swallow. They may not. No pun.
Come on, man.
Listen,
make it plain.
I don't feel like that's appropriate. Because I know my friends. I know what they think. I know their religious beliefs. I know a lot of stuff about my friends. Because how do my friends not know nothing about them? Okay, so I don't push that down nobody's throat. That's my own personal shit. Okay, so if something going on that makes the majority of people around you feel uncomfortable, right? You don't have to force it down their throat. If they want to know about it, come. If you mention gangbang porn, I'll be like, hey, well, I know, I know a few songs, or I know some clips or something like that. But I feel like a lot of times, man, it's about a straight guy talking to a queer guy, right? I feel like a lot of times, Brody, it's forced down our throats when it don't have to be. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to force it. If I sent my boss right now a clip that I saved from Pornhub with a gangbang, he'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing, boy?" Like, he'll be like, "This is too much." And sometimes what y'all do is a little too much for the average straight guy. That's all I'm saying. That's my TED Talk. Go ahead.
AJ, my only ask from you in this moment is for you to just make sure that you pay attention to the word usage, because when we talk about the term false equivalency, what ends up happening is we end up in certain moments we end up equating things and moralizing things. We end up calling certain things natural versus unnatural, or more accessible versus less accessible. So
I'm gonna argue the natural and unnatural all day.
Period.
And I get that. I will die on that, okay? Because two men forever will lead to extinction of the human. That will lead to extinction. Extinction, okay? So it's just that two women forever would lead to extinction. Bottom line.
Okay.
It's not natural, okay?
That is your belief. And I'm not saying that is not something that is fact or scientifically proven. But because I understand the way the human body does change and does have the ability to evolve, there are so many different ways that life can procreate and proliferate.
I respect that.
With that being said,
is that natural though?
Yeah, evolution is natural. Yes, it is. It's very natural.
So in this instance, Kaldwell was able to come back online, and we started to discuss trans rights, and the whole bathroom issue came up, and here's where it goes.
Okay. For some situations that's not true, but not for all situations, okay?
See, that's the difference. You literally believe
you're able to tell me that that's 100% false, that every trans person that walks into a bathroom of the opposite sex is there with goodwill, and they're trying to
go to the bathroom and then go pay their bill. Yeah, go to the bathroom.
Every single one of them.
I'm pretty sure Kaldwell said yes, probably and certainly.
Yeah. People. So you said most people, not all. I don't think
most trans people, brother. Most trans people who go to the bathroom.
All of them. Issue that is a 2-hour talk by itself. Okay, so let's.
It doesn't have to be though. Why do you think that? Why do you believe that? That's what I want to know. Why would you believe that?
Because there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. For instance, right? Hold on, time out. Right? If I was and I hate to say this, but if I was a pedophile, okay, and now I get to go into a bathroom with little girls, I could easily be like, because a criminal would do whatever he has to do to score his heist, correct? So they'll wear masks, they'll do research, they'll stake out, they'll do whatever, right? So this is just my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with it. I'm pretty sure y'all won't. But if I was a pedophile and I needed to get close to little girls at a weird time, like using the bathroom or X, Y, and Z, right? I could easily say I identify as this in order to gain access to those little girls. That's my opinion. That's my straight, no shit, fake eating, beating on my chest, fucking reality on that, okay? So that's why I say the bathroom thing can be a slippery slope. It absolutely can be a slippery slope.
Can I just say real quick, it takes a specific kind of conscious empathy to be able to understand these things. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you have to put yourself in that position, but just like it's easy for you, AJ, to say that a person who goes through the process of becoming trans has the intent to molest.
I don't think you have to do too much to be able to use that bathroom. Now, if I get what you're saying, okay? If I done did the surgeries, the hormone pills, and everything like that, right? That person 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, doesn't want anything to do with a little kid, right? But if I just dress up in drag or dress up in whatever, and I go into a restaurant and I'm like, I want to use a little girl's bathroom, that scares me. But like I said, that's not what we're talking about, okay? Let's not get off the topic between the bathrooms, because that is like I said, it's a deeper issue. And for time purposes and for all the other issues I want to just get out to get understanding from y'all, I want to kind of move on to that. And I just feel like I'm just telling you how I feel. It's how I feel, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. It's how I feel.
Stop. This is what you. If you're going to traverse between that realm of making a joke versus having an understanding and talking about something serious, then what we have to do is make sure that the conversation that we're having is being anchored in that moment. I don't have the luxury though. I don't have the luxury as a non-straight man to always go back and forth into recognizing whether or not you're being serious or not. So again, that's just another thing that gives this level of not being genuine. You either want to have the conversation and we're going to do it cogently, or there's going to be room to go back and forth and
I'm big on the question. I'm big on the question for understanding. I'm big on questions for understanding. Okay, if I call you a sis, how do you feel about that?
100% fine.
Okay, so if I call you a bro, how you feel about that?
100% fine.
Okay, so if I use the like the middle and say brothers and sisters, how do you feel about that?
100% fine.
Okay, so what was the issue just then when I said brothers and sisters?
The issue is that sometimes I know you personally, so I don't want to go too deep on it. But what I do know is that sometimes sometimes when we're coming up to a point of offense, we use humor as a defense mechanism. So when I see you do that, that triggers me into thinking: is there something he didn't get? Is there something that I might have not said or was misinterpreted? How long can we anchor the seriousness of this conversation?
So it triggers you, right? So it triggers you, okay? So now I can say what you said earlier. If something triggers you, either you can A, stop talking to me, and B, leave me alone, or X, Y,
or I
Z,
can ask you a question and confront you with which you would have done.
But that wasn't an option earlier, though. So, listen, hey, you know me. Grant probably don't know me, but you know me. You know I can go back and forth. I received that, brother. I received that. Hey, but right now I want to get to the nitty-gritty.
Which is what?
Okay, which is this. I feel like he doesn't understand why it's forced down my throat. Y'all may not, well, I can't say y'all, but that community may not feel like they're forcing it down our throat. A lot of times I feel like it's being forced down my throat. Example. A vegan, a vegetarian, or whatever tell you that they're a vegan, vegetarian, or whatever before you even fucking ask.
That's kind of a false equivalency too, but I'll take it. Go ahead.
From my experience, okay, now I can only say from my experience and from my eyes, from my motherfucking eyes that are terrible vision. When I go out to eat with somebody, okay, if I go out to eat with Grant, and Grant says, hey, can I get a Brussels sprouts, a salad, and XYZ? And his food comes. And I got a fucking steak, maybe potatoes, lobster, right? I'm like, damn, Grant, you a vegetarian? Grant's like, yes, I'm a vegetarian or whatever, XYZ, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of times, those fucking people, excuse my language, but those people that are vegans, vegetarians, and pescatarians, right? They feel like it needs to be their priority to tell you what they are and why they do it and what's the benefits for it, right? Let me come to you. Let me ask you those questions, because then
what I hear you saying though is that you want me to present as straight until you are curious about the gay shit.
I know what you
are.
I
don't know how not to be me though.
You don't get nothing from this conversation. Believe this. I loved you before you were gay. I loved you before you thought you was gay. I loved you before you came out. When you had major issues in your life and you was moving around cities and shit, who was there for you? I stepped in when I could. I love you. I love you as a classmate. I love you. I don't give a fuck what you is. But I'm just telling you, the easiest way to get your point across is to not push it across. It's to nudge it across.
I hear you. I receive that. But what I need you to understand is this. The television shows that you watch, I don't control. As a gay person, I don't control it. The liquor that you drink that might have a gay commercial attached to it is not something that I control. Okay. In this day and age, you are seeing more of that fluidity of sexuality because we exist. It's very much the same thing along the lines of people getting offended when they hear the term all lives matter. I'm not saying Black lives matter and the other lives don't matter. My presence and me having the option to be seen in a world that is majorly straight. And the thing is, I'm using these words, and when I use the words, I know that immediately when those words are used, there's a political anchor that's used. There's a political social anchor, but I'm only using them just because that's what you say you're experiencing. You're experiencing an overt hyperabundance of gayness. You feel as if it's being pushed down your throat. That's what you just said.
Overly.
What I'm saying, brother, is that you have access. What I'm saying, though, AJ, check this though. What I'm saying is that you have access to cable. You have access to satellite television. You can curate your media experience however you want. And what I'm saying is, if at any time you happen to see a gay commercial, at any time if you happen to see something that reminds you that gay people exist, that doesn't mean it's being pushed down your throat.
If I served you some pasta and I get down on on anything, grill, fucking concrete, whatever you give me, I'm cooking on it, right? I get down on it. If I gave you some pasta and I just over salted the shit out of that shit, and I spiced that shit up, you'd be like, hey man, I can't fuck with that. Now, on any other day, I could fuck with that, right? But right now, bro, you just did too much. And sometimes sometimes you like Shanks. Take a 2-3 Shanks off that goddamn Creole seasoning. It's too much for me to eat. I will eat it if it wasn't so salty. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I love y'all to death. But y'all don't have to be so damn salty where I can't eat it.
Angry? So is this about a semblance of anger that you get?
It's not about anger. It's just about being able to digest the shit.
And that's the thing. Some people like a lot of salt. Some people like no salt, and most people like to talk in between.
I'm talking about Old Bay, Creole seasoning,
brother. But see,
garlic salt.
Here's the thing, shit up. AJ. When it's all said and done, bro, if you don't like the food, you can go. My grandmother used to say, and this is not a dig, but it's just something that we need to explore subjectively on our own as individuals. My grandmother used to say, we always have a problem with the thing in other people that we ourselves are having a problem with. And so I'm not saying directly that you are like gay on the...
I'm like 17% gay.
Hold on.
Come on, bro. To that nigga house. That nigga finna get robbed.
No, because the cops done already showed up here. The dude that was supposed to put the code in didn't do it again this morning, and Sergeant McGillicuddy showed the fuck up here again this morning, trying to make sure that...
Good. Anyway, good when you go to jail.
It would behoove all of us to... I asked, when I recognized that I was a victim of narcissistic abuse from my family, specifically from my parents, they've been undiagnosed, and that's just how it is. Like most Black people suffer from some form of narcissism that requires them to weaponize their self-pity to their children. And we call that the cultural norm. It's just how it is. And bet not nobody talk about my mama, but I know my mama. We all have to take time to really recognize what is really offending us. Because I know that you understand this. I know that Renado understands this. I know that Kaldwell understands this. My use of these terms as a person who is trying to live in their truth. I can't even use the term gay because it's just not who I am. That's not. I can't anchor to that. Same gender attracted. See, this is where we should end it. This is where we should end it. At the end of the day, gayness, and this is going to be on the Black Show, because gayness is something that helps white people only. Gayness is something that helps the majority culture only. A brother by the name of Cleo Monago, a Black man, a Black man from the islands.
I slept with him before.
You a bitch.
Go ahead.
He came up with the term same gender attracted because he understood and this is really what is so key in what you're saying, because I hear you, brother. There is a specific, I wouldn't call it an agenda, because I don't want to get that deep into it, but there is definitely a narrative that is being pushed to get a certain outcome that has nothing to do with being Black at all. So if I call myself a Black gay man, I have to acquiesce to a lot of the narcissism and basically tomfoolery and specifically a lot of political jimmymandering that's going on with a lot of our votes and a lot of that bullshit. I would rather be able to find language, and thank God for this man, but Cleo Monago created the term same gender attracted, which has less to do with a political narrative, and I will say agenda. I'll just go ahead and say it, and has more to do with being able to recognize yourself as Black first and then male or whatever, but making sure that you as the individual are being able to define that. And then people who understand the importance of using language in that way, they will attract themselves to you. So what I'm saying is you don't have to be gay to be same gender attracted. You don't have to be bisexual to be same gender attracted. You can be same gender attracted.
That shit was juicy. That shit was juicy, but I need just, when you get done, I need 3. Just give me 3, Kaldwell. Give me 3, because my brain is kind of fucked up because of war.
I'm just saying that black people that have the opportunity to ask themselves these questions about their orientation and then can come to certain conclusions and then attract other people, places, and things. See, I don't want to say that you do this and you become gay. Or you do this because that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
It sounds like people will do this stuff and then you automatically will assume this gayness. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
But what I am saying is that if you come to the conclusion that you having sex with a man, then you are obviously attracted to the same gender, and that is okay.
Okay, so check it out right now. Get my 3. Hey, put me on Kaldwell. 3 minutes. All I need 3 minutes, baby.
You got the mic is yours, baby.
Learning about you guys' community, culture, all that shit. Okay. I thought I had it figured out. Okay, that's fine.
Sounds so white when he say this shit. I'm sorry, learn about your culture.
I thought I had it figured out, right? But you just mind fucked me again. When
I'm happy about that.
Gay is different from same-sex attraction. I'm gonna swallow that 10-piece Wingstop lemon pepper and motherfucking.
This is the subtext for me, child.
I'm gonna swallow that. I trust you enough to teach me something. Gay is different from same-sex attraction.
Oh, it's
to my mind, I'm like
loads different.
So
for
to me,
though,
right? But to me, I'm like, damn.
And a whole lot of other black men. But yeah,
to me, I'm like, damn, it's another something I gotta learn. But that's fine though. That's me. That's the learning curve I'm on. Obviously, I'm a 3rd grader when it comes to this conversation. You boys are in high school, okay? And girls,
think you don't give yourself enough credit.
Bro,
I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
You literally just blew my motherfucking mind when you said gay is not.
No,
so
anyway, so hard for me to believe.
So what I'm gonna say is this, okay?
Talk to me.
Right now, I could hang out with that man over there, and I could definitely hang out with you all fucking day long. We can go do whatever y'all want to do.
It is what it is.
I feel safe, comfortable, free, all that shit, because you guys have showed me side. You guys have related. You took in. You gave out.
Pause.
You guys have really. Hey, nigga, pause ain't that. But listen, what I'm trying to say, is with every movement, Kaldwell, there is some fucking extremists, okay? There's always some extremists.
That's 100% true, brother. That's
kind of like back when I was real heavy in the military, and it was this Baptist church that didn't believe in a war, right? So what they would do is they would try to sabotage these funerals, man. And they would they would just do some weird shit. And I identify as a Christian.
Westboro now.
Yes. They was just doing some, I was just like, damn, like the person dead. Because, bro, I would shoot up some shit. If my granny died, and motherfuckers was there protesting.
And I don't even get down with no funeral. Somebody losing their head.
Bro, I'm finna fucking spray the place, right? So, what I'm saying is this, though. And it all makes sense. You guys, this podcast has really opened my brain up to a lot of shit. In the end, right? In the end, I just want y'all.
AJ done took control of the whole podcast, by the way. Like, he was the host. We're going to go to you. We're going to go to this one. Oh, but
well, because that's just the military. I was in the war. That shit fucked me up. Shit fucked my head up. If the VA going to watch this, I'm still fucked up, whatever. All right, so the final point that I'm trying to make is I feel like you two are like is neutral and willing to understand, explain, converse with somebody, help somebody understand, and just get there.
Please continue. Keep going.
I would
I remembered that shit. I would have remembered it. I'm saying.
So the thing is, though, it's some people out there, man, and this is my new lingo because I've been on the East Coast for a while. But it's a lot of people out there on some nut shit, bro. And they
won't give you no compassion or patience to make your point.
Motherfuckers just start screaming. They just start fucking screaming at the microphone,
shooting.
Right? And that's not y'all, bro. That's not y'all at all. My man had calm, cool, and collective, bro. And just really just like, when you come at somebody like that, I can receive that. Jose, a.k.a. Lumberjack, a.k.a. Side Titties. I saw a side boob, bitch, a minute ago. I looked.
That's all right.
I said, that nigga got a whole side boob.
What he say on Boomerang? What he say on Boomerang?
That's not a nipple, that's a shadow.
That's a nipple.
Excuse me, that's a shadow.
I think it's a shadow of a nipple.
Come on, stop playing. That's a nipple.
That's a shadow.
I'll blow it up. It's a nipple.
Because I'm drooling. But no, in closing though, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
In closing, look, in closing, it be the motherfuckers that be to the far right that be really fucking shit up, man. Because with the whole drag queen with the kids
just
and shit.
Extremes in general, though, I would say.
And involving the kids and shit. So
and that's what I want to say. There is a media specific narrative that I think is what's causing a lot of this division. Yeah. Most of us just want to go to work and pay our bills, and when we are our authentic selves, you can accept it. But because there is such an abundance of this being directed at a group, which, in my opinion, I think it is children, and I'm saying that very homosexual. I see it. They want to start younger. That's a whole conversation. It's a completely different podcast. Understand the direct relationship between how people want to take others' energy at a young age and manipulate it for their outcome, for their goals.
It's easy to do because it's easy to do at a young age.
The children, I get that. Yeah. Not every fucking kid is gay.
So that's what throws us all off, man. Them drag queens and shit at the little kids, we'd be like, come on, man. But that ain't y'all. I can guarantee y'all don't own that type of time.
We all know here that drag queens just like to dress up and dance too. So it's just
okay.
Like the way I see it, gay shit is to blackness what blackness is to whiteness. We're gonna all have to recognize that there is no monopoly on suffering, and come to recognize that the way we use language, it should be to uplift and to inform, not to degrade. And is
it bad that I like the old gays better than the new gays? Because I like the 90s gays.
Because they were just as misogynistic and confused. They were sucking dick. They were sucking dick and spreading herpes to their wives. They were not living in their truths. Okay.
Oh, so I like these. The new generation gays are more open and not secretive and shit.
And they mad. And that's why this whole it's about recognizing the reasons why we get triggered, the reasons why we get mad.
Do you dress?
I'm ending this. By the way, this is done. By the way, blah blah blah. But anyway, keep going.
Dress drag. Do you ever dress drag?
After about the third or fourth ending, AG and I were still talking and chatting and catching up. You know, we're classmates. We're old buddies. We're old friends. It is what it is. Check out what we had to say. I think you might enjoy how this ended. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more this season. Niece.
What's up? So now it's gone. Come on and give it to me.
It's not gone. So I just think in closing, right? In the closing to a closing.
This is the fourth closing, child.
Because, like in court, they were like, give your closing remarks, right? Mm-hmm. So I really want you to get my closing remarks, man. From a straight male, father of two males, and my kids know.
You got two babies?
Yeah, my kids know. Yeah, I got two sons.
You got two sons?
I got two sons. I got an 8 and a 4-year-old, okay? They know that daddy's going to love them regardless of their sexual orientation, if they gay or not. But they also know that they just won't get no inheritance if they gay. That's just what the fuck it is, okay? Whoever's non-gay will get
is the most toxically human thing I've ever heard in my life.
Who's ever non-gay
Are you
will
being
get the majority.
serious?
Listen to me. That's for another.
No, are you being serious?
We're in closing. If they want me to
I'm gonna let
understand
you talk,
them,
man. You gonna listen at me?
Go ahead, go.
if they want me to accept them for who they are, then I want them to accept them. Then I'm not leaving all my money to a woman. I'm leaving all my money to my masculine son, whether it's the firstborn or the secondborn. That's that. Okay.
My prayer is that changes in your heart. But continue.
You better keep praying. Secondly, is that, bro,
wow.
I can express friendships means a lot to me, man. Sometimes friendships is more important to me than family, bro. I just feel like friends are just, bro. I just, it's just how long we've been together. We never had no beef, no quarrels, or anything, right? I love you to death, bro.
Okay.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Remember that. Alfred Shanks loves your ass. Lumberjack, whatever. Fucking sex train 9-2 on your little dating sites, all that shit. I love you, bro. The shit be confusing at times, man. The community can confuse the fuck out of us.
I want you to stop right there. You have got to own the confusion, though, because at the end of the day, people being present is not the source of your confusion. Your confusion is something internal. You've got to understand it.
I feel like y'all changing the finish line every fucking year. Every year, it's something different. This year, and I understand this, it took me 6 when they said men can get pregnant. I said, what the fuck? But then when I thought about it, I said, oh, I get what they saying. If a biological female identifies as a man and she gets pregnant, that is a man getting pregnant. That's something new.
I'll give you that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Because I'm just saying, though,
that's technically the process.
That's something new. So basically, man, when you call me niece, and my closest friends have teased me about it. They'll say, "Oh, niece," and I just be like, I ain't finna give them that much energy. But some of my close friends have teased me about the fact that you call me niece, but I don't. I got too much.
Serious?
They've teased me about that. Okay, so with that said,
what do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by tease. You can't just say that to me.
They call me niece because you called me niece, and I don't think they know what it means. So what I'm saying is that's a new phrase from an old word.
Were these people gay that are teasing you?
No, they're not gay. They definitely my fucking friends. I've been knowing these people 30, 40
knowing
30.
Somebody does not make them your friend.
No.
Let's be perfectly clear.
True. They've been tried and true. They are my friends.
You can we don't want to conflate the two issues, because for as long as you've known me, that does not take away from the fact that I do not even on some levels know you. We have changed, and we're not the type of. I guess what I'm saying is this is one of those things that what this whole conversation was about. There are those of us who can call each other friends and not see each other, still have that friend feeling, that friend thing. And then there are those of us who need to be around these folks to be able to call them friends. And what I'm saying is, regardless of how you define friendship is an active partnership of something that's happening actively to some.
Bro, my ex-wife, who I've been knowing my whole life, teased me about you calling me a motherfucking nigga. That is considered my friend.
Ignorant, and with all due respect, and I know who you're talking about. She is ignorant. If she teases you, first of all, if she teases you for the sole purpose and intent of teasing you because of that, then there's something there. All I'm saying is that a person who is using the term niece the way that I did it was not for the purpose of an intent of teasing you, and I've made that perfectly clear. But a person that does that and knows that it affects you and does it for the purpose of affecting you, that's different.
I just don't think they know what it means. I don't think they even know what it means.
And see, that's the thing.
It took me 2 hours to really know what it means.
But that's
and I still don't. If you gave me a pop quiz right now and said,
then here's
Shanks,
what it means.
What does niece mean? I still couldn't tell you.
Niece is much like nigga. Okay, when I use it in that moment, it's much like nigga. As a matter of fact, it was used in the exact same way. It was used in the exact same way. The only issue, though, is because as a biological male, we have all been conditioned, taught to identify certain outcomes as fact, and it is fact. But when for example, when Renado made the illusion about the black folks being accosted by the white folks for fishing. Let's go there. In that moment, the black folks could have said to the white folks, "Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, please." Right? But they are not niggers. But we still use that term as a term for all folks, especially if you're black. But
they are niggas because they're ignorant for fucking with them and don't know the whole truth. So that's
what I'm saying. It's all about slang. It's all about slang.
You just do me. Listen. You do me a solid ass favor and you make sure that your last definition of niece is in this fucking podcast because that is what this is. Bro, we never quite knew what it meant, and when you just said it, niece is another word for nigga. I said, I accept that now. But when you say niece, I'm not thinking if you saying I'm confused, I'm a woman, and that's the thing. I'm somebody's niece on a lower level,
brother. Like, what doing that meant also in that moment, unfortunately, but fortunately, means attacking the notion that femininity has to be negative on some level. If they want to find you online, sure.
You can't find me.
I know your works. I know your work.
No, find me at Fat Snake 2013 on Instagram, and you can find me at my government name on Facebook, Alfred, as in Batman's butler, Shanks. Alfred Shanks.
For the reunion. I got it.
Hey, it's gonna be live, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Bro, you with me. We're gonna go as a gay couple. You with me.
I appreciate that, but I can do a lot.
You with me. So you better wear some good shit.
I only own things.
Don't come in there with no shit not fit. I want your shit tight. I want your motherfucking slacks tight.
I got a few things at my disposal. Y'all will see some scary shoes.
All right. Listen, I promise you. The 5 people on the committee.
Who's on the committee?
2 or 3 extra people, maybe even 5.
Who's
5 solid.
I just want to know.
You got Ralph Hodge, you got Sheena Hicks, D'Angela Lee, and you got Keisha McCarthy. Thank you, McCarthy. I'm not sure. I get in trouble. I get in trouble every time. McCarthy, right. I get in trouble every time. Right. They be like, nigga, my and then you got myself, right? These people have carried me. They got a vision. We've got donations, bro. We've got the money right. We've got deposits set, venues set. All we need to do is put out a little flyer and get everybody to pay their little ticket for the door. And I promise you, it's going to be a night to remember, bro. So make sure all class 2003, we're going to invite about 10, 15 people from other classes, special guests. But just know that, my top 5 committee people, excluding myself, so top 4 committee people, and along with about 5 of my big donors, Calhoun, Cyndia, Janelle, Portia Burns, her name is different now, Portia Wallace. I get slapped for saying that shit. Alicia Steele, Sasha Clemens, dude. They have broketh bread with your niece. So that's it.
I love you, man. Bro, I love you, man. So much for doing this, brother. This was good. We did something magnanimous here, and I'm just very thankful for y'all being as vulnerable and being as present as possible.
You got a lot of editing to do. A lot.
I love you, man. I don't know when I'm gonna see you next, but it's gonna be October. Yeah,
see me October 6th,
October's gonna be a
7th, and
very
8th.
busy month for me because I got to go to my homecoming for 20 years from college. I got to go to St. Louis.
You can't have graduated college and high school in 20 years,
but I'm still the class of. That's how they do it where I'm from. So they don't do it based on when you graduated college. They do it from when you entered the college, which was 2003. It's some white people shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, well, listen. This probably been the most fun I've had, man. If you need me for
fun of that,
dude, I've always wanted to be on a podcast, man. Just do me right, bro.
Then I'm glad I popped your
Never.
Just
Just
do
me right.
I'm glad I got it done. You know who you look like? Are you familiar with them boys, RDC World 1? Are you familiar with those guys? A group of niggas from Texas. They do skits. One of the brothers' name is Mark Phillips. He does.
I know the cats.
Please look up RDC.
But I
They
know the
remind me so much of you. They remind me. All the humor.
That shit'll be.
I'm going to represent you in the most stellar capacity. No, I'm gonna do it right.
And those big words. Whenever y'all use big words and we got stupid, make sure
Get
that
off my
shit.
line, AJ.
That's it.
I love you too.
All right, bro. I love you, bro.
Hey.
All right, brother. Yeah.
It's your boy Shanks. It's just Shanks. No first name, no middle. I'm a retired vet, also a stay-at-home boyfriend.
This is Lumberjack T, a.k.a. Benvolio, a.k.a. the 99 King, a.k.a. Big Daddy Scrumptious, a.k.a. T. Robinson, a.k.a. T.T. Scorpio Gonza, the mother of the house of Scorpio Gonza. And you're listening to All About Lumberjack T. It is 10:11, currently finishing up the podcast. It is a success. Y'all keep me in your prayers. My mother is in the ER. She has recurrent. She is a survivor and a thriver. Okay, but my mother, we all have work to do. She has some work to do. So she's in the hospital, and I just would really appreciate your prayers, thoughts, and energy. Whatever you want to send, that's your business. You can reach Alfred at Fat Snake 2013. I believe you can catch Kaldwell at _fearless_leader_. And you can find, I believe Renado is Junebug_Trey. All Instagram handles. Of course, you can reach me at LMBRJCK_T or at Terrard TERRARDR on Instagram. I'm everywhere else as Lumberjack_T. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep this too long. But next week is a gay episode, which is funny because we talked about a lot of gay shit here. But next week I am going to have a really good friend of mine on. I'm not going to tell you who. You just have to tune in and watch. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for everybody who participates in this endeavor that I call neo-journalism. I love you. I'm going to bed. I'm going to find a pillowcase to put on my pillows. Be well. Talk to you soon.
Hey, so it's a little bit after 7. No,
Shortly after 7:11.
I'm not gonna lead you into shit. You just tell me what we're here to do. What are we here for?
So right now, just want to let you know that niggas is late as always. It started at 7. It's 7:11 right now, so niggas gonna be fashionably late. We on East Side of Oklahoma City. I never thought I'd be throwing a party over here. I used to buy crack over here, but I never thought I'd be throwing a party.
My nigga Ricky. So this blesses me. I love it. Everybody coming here looking like somebody uncle. I'm here for the shit.
Niggas gonna come late like, why we gotta shut down like that?
Who is that?
What's up with it?
I had him. I had Renado Edwards, my friend Kaldwell Grant, and me. And we talked about the intersectionality culture between homosexual and heterosexual black men. And it was fucking brilliant. Yeah, I'm feeling hella black right now, as gentrified as this motherfucker is becoming.
Bro, back in the day, white people didn't come nowhere
I
down
see
this street,
so
man.
many white folks. I have seen so many white. All right, the party done started. Let's go in here and see what these hoes is doing. Right. So we got Cynthia, Lyle, Jonay and Ruby, Tosh. I'm sorry, Tiffany. My bad. Ebony and her finance man. Anthony and his finance. I don't know who that was in the red. This is going too fast. Andrew and Teron, the homie with the DJ. Okay, then we got Latoya, LaJuan, my homie, the cousin, Jackie, big dog Jackie. We got Twin over there. Okay, I'm gonna do this shit right. We got Keisha, Alicia, Yorshina. Who is that in that purple? Jonay, Jessica, Shannon. I just wanted to make sure I got all you hoes because I will not hear the end of this come the 30-year reunion. Who is that in that purple, though? I think I already said that purple. Alicia, you know, giving legs, blah, 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 yada, yada. That purple is Portia. Veronica, McCleary's. I see Keisha, a whole bunch of light-skinned folks, basically. Keisha, Alicia, let me see. Michael over there. AJ's mama coming over to the thing. I don't know who this baby is in the green. I think her name. I know. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry, baby. I don't know. I'm high. It's early in the morning. Veronica. You know, God is good. Girl, you done been through some things, huh? And then we about to see Brittany Lewis in a minute. Brittany over there barefoot. These niggas ain't got no shoes on. Seisha. Desmond. Work, niece. Keisha. Hold on. D'Angela with those. What are those is on? And if I didn't name you, it's okay. You know you a bad bitch if I didn't name you in this shit. But you know you was there because you in the video. But anyway, love y'all down. I'm about to get up and go to work and do some shit. There.